Hi, and welcome to this week's reading with Spiritual Side Reiki and Tarot. I am Sarah, and this is your weekly reading for all signs for the week of January 26th to February 2nd. So, if you've been following my channel, you know that I do a general reading for the collective where I channel into like the general energies that are happening. I am into astrology, but I'm not an astrologer. So basically I do, take some of the energies that's going on in the cosmos. We just had a pretty intense new moon in Aquarius on the 24th. So we're going to be riding that out until, I think it's February 10th is the full moon. So we also have had a series of eclipses, which has shifted some of the energies around, and I'm excited to see what the cards have in store for us today. So I'm just going to shuffle the deck, and I'm going to channel into the divine with love and light, and into your spirit guides and whoever resonates with you, angels, energy beings. And I just ask that you have one thought or two thoughts, whatever you want in your mind that you're looking for clarity on or some insight on. I'm going to go ahead and cut the deck, and I will shuffle the cards out. Okay. I did a reading yesterday and like nothing came up reversed. I don't read reversals, but those top three did come up. Okay, the Pentacles. Oh, wow. Okay, there's some energy. Okay. Okay, wow, a lot of majors. The Queen of Pentacles. So this Illuminator card, the underlying card here of the deck, that is the Queen of Pentacles. She is very down to earth, very motherly, very grounded, and I think if nothing else during this this time of 2020, which I've talked about, like the major astrological stuff going on this year, that is like groundbreaking stuff that we won't experience again probably in our lifetimes, but it's definitely something that is taking a lot of shifting. So a big message is to stay grounded through all this. So that's a great card to get. And the Queen is she sits back on her throne, so in so much as like the King energy, which is more like active, going out, executing the plan. The Queen is devising the plan. She is tapping into her intuition. And speaking of intuition, in your past position you have the High Priestess card, and of course this is one of my favorite cards in the deck. I just love her energy. She is the intuitive. She's the knower of secrets. She is the holder of the Book of Secrets, the Tarot Secrets. That's that little book that she's actually holding here. And in your past position, what this shows me is that you have been possibly feeling your intuition, and it might not even be something that you realize is happening, but just naturally, in the sense of you're going more into that like hunch feeling or intuitive, or that inner voice, that inner guidance. Because again, I've talked about before how that soul is like that master architecture of your life, and when we don't listen to it, we can get led astray sometimes in our mortal beingness. So the past shows me that if you had and have been tapping into your intuition, your inner knowingness, your guidance, like when you know something and you just have this feeling for something, just go with it. Wow, beautiful. In your present position, you actually have the Six of Wands, and this is a wonderful energy. It's a minor arcana. In the match of it, in the major arcana, would be the Chariot. And I did another reading actually, in the Chariot came up, and it's a success card. It's a card of just being able to take things in stride and to continue on. It is a victory card, and especially the Six of Wands is a victory card in the sense that you have taken initiative on something, and you have gone with something, and possibly gone with your intuition on something, and it has paid off for you now, because now you're riding off on that white horse. And in the Rider White deck, you can see the imagery of this person riding on this horse through a crowd. People are cheering alongside of him, and he's got his 6 wands, and it's essentially just saying, you know what, stay the course, you are making progress, you are succeeding at what you're going after. So definitely, if this is resonating with you, and like I always say, just take 2 or 3 messages that resonate with you. It could be something I say, something I come up with because I channel. It's just kind of a free flow here of things. So even 1 or 2 things I say that could impact, you and how you see things, a situation, a person, that then just go with it. So definitely in your present position where I get that 6 of Wands, is just keeping on. Seriously, just know and trust that you are on the right path. You are going, it's almost like you've cleared a board and you're going into the next level. And in your future position, you have the Judgment card. So this is a great energy. It's a major arcana. Judgment is something that holds us back from things in life. It holds us to, standards that maybe don't even make sense anymore. Like there's a lot of that happening. I said we just had the new moon in Aquarius, and that Aquarian energy is very much into the cosmos, into that extra energy that is out there somewhere that we don't really know, but it's like something's out there but you don't. I mean, it's that kind of energy. So judgment comes into play in this energy, where society has kind of taught us that we should judge based on factors or what have you, and then all of a sudden it's kind of just like you break free from that. And judgment, I always like to think it always comes from you first. So just being mindful of how you are using judgment. If it's judgment against others, it's a mirror back to yourself. So how am I judging myself? How am I judging that? I'm putting the limitations on it, because at the end of the day, the more we learn about kind of energy and energy work, it's that we are creating our reality in a sense. So if you're limiting yourself with these limiting beliefs or these limiting thoughts and judging others and judging yourself, then you're never really going to move past that. So when I get that in the future position, basically it just shows me that might be something that comes up, and maybe an opportunity for you to release some of that. You will have really good cards for the rest of the reading, and I'm going to go through them and see if maybe I can kind of figure out a little bit more of that judgment when I do the recap. But essentially, there's some, so basically, again, you tapped into that intuition, that inner sense, that sentient side of you. You have been successful in that. Like I said, you're leveling up, you're moving forward in a victorious way, and then you're in their future where you're judged. So maybe the next stage of the game is where you're going to face some judgment, and how you proceed through that. Don't forget the lessons that you learned from the past, using your intuition, using your inner guidance. Again, this Queen of Pentacles that comes up, using her energy to stay grounded, stay in touch with yourself, in tune with yourself. I also have some Reiki videos on this channel, so if you ever feel like you need to just kind of center in, that's a great energy to do that. So again, if you are feeling that judgment, whether it's for yourself or you're getting it from other people or you're giving it, just ground in, center in, and really kind of decide, like, where is that coming from? Your mind, your body, your soul. Okay, you got lots going on here, and very creative and very new, because my mind position, you start with the Lovers card. So the Lovers card, of course, like, it speaks for itself, like lovers, like, a divine union. So if anybody is thinking about starting a relationship or getting into a relationship, or can't stop thinking about someone, it could be a good time to get into that, and it could be the right time. 2020, as a lot of the energy workers out there are talking about, is this twin flame energy. So it's kind of like the twin flames will hone themselves to each other during this year. So whether it's be you're in a relationship, maybe that's kind of dissolved or dissolving, or you haven't even been in a relationship, just been reluctant to be, but now you feel like this urge or this need to connect with somebody, and it's almost like it's just out of the blue, and here it is. That is great energy. So in your mind, if you're manifesting that, or you're thinking of that and creating that for yourself, definitely you're being supported here by this reading. Whoever this is resonating with, because it's a great time to tap into that soulmate, twin flame energy, definitely. And again, because I said like a new relationship or a new beginning to relationship, in your body position you have the Ace of Pentacles, and in your soul position you have the Ace of Wands. So like two aces, bam bam, right in a row. So body and soul, two aces, which is like new beginning of something. So the Ace of Pentacles traditionally in your body is in your body position where it falls in my spread. The traditionally what the Ace of Pentacles is like reward for effort. So it's like getting some sort of manifestation of effort that you've put out, because again, there's the energy exchange too. Like you get what you're putting into it. So you have maybe been working hard at something or devoting a lot of time, and maybe it is a relationship or like a loving situation. You will get that, and it falls in the body position, which means that it'll be showing up in the physical, in your 3D reality, so in the day-to-day. So look out for different things like maybe an engagement or a proposal, or maybe a promotion at work, or maybe a big sale that puts you in a really good position financially. But some sort of payoff is symbolic of this Ace of Pentacles. So look out for that in your physical self, your physical world. And in your soul position, I have the Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands is definitely the creation energy, the new beginning energy. It's like waving a magic wand, if you could think of it. So your soul is definitely looking at you as, again, I talked about like leveling up and getting into the next stage, or clearing the board and moving on to the next board. Your soul is definitely supporting you in that. So whatever it is that you are thinking, excuse me, thinking of undertaking, whether it's a new project, whether it's a new house or a new something, you do have the energy to support some sort of new beginning. Again, wands are air energy. We are in Aquarius season right now. We're like really in it. So I would really work with some of those energies if I were you. Like dream big, like think big, like create very creative energies. Like maybe do like a mind map is coming to mind, or some sort of, not just like a to-do list, but something that allows you to kind of sprawl out. Like just imagine like a big windstorm like gushing into your life and kind of blowing up all the remnants that aren't structured and stable and grounded, like this Queen of Wands wants it to do. And how did they come up, and then how can you readjust them? So again, keeping things really flowy right now, and just brainstorming. Like it's a good opportunity to do some brainstorming. Like we're almost cleared the first month of 2020, and you know, New Year's resolutions are those, you know, those cliche things. Everybody sets a New Year's resolutions, and then like the second week of January, it's like half people or more than half the people have failed, quote unquote failed them. But that's really not what it's about, because you can work with this energy continuously. Like every day you can really begin again, and it's being consistent in that determination that really gets you there. So I would say, like, if you've kind of had a month basically where you feel like I let myself down or I wasn't able to achieve that, just allow that to just kind of close out January, and just like, you know what, that's enough of that worked, but I'm going to kind of reconfigure and pivot here. And again, because you're being supported by this Aquarian energy, this airy energy, allow yourself some wiggle room, if you will. Like allow yourself to move around. Like if you ever watched a tree move around in like a windstorm, or like just a wind, it's like a symphony, and that's your life is, right? Like that's what we want our lives to be. It's this beautiful symphony. And I was just listening to someone talk, and it basically said there's never a regret of a decision. There's only the next choice that you're going to make. So, you know, whether something that maybe didn't work out the way you thought it was, just allow that to be, because that gave you growth and expansion in your journey. And then the next decision is where you want to focus in. And that's where this in your soul position is really speaking to me. It's almost just like let the new chapter begin. Let the new chapter begin. So anyways, and I'm even going to go into this more right now, because in your situation, your action, your outcome spread, you actually have the Eight of Wands, which if you've been watching me for a while now and you're learning any of these awesome tarot cards, the Eight of Wands is like forward motion. And it's not just like forward motion, but it's like literally like momentum gaining, all wands going down into you know, just imagine going down from the sky, and it's like there's no stopping these wands, and as they're going, they're gaining momentum, they're gaining speed, they're continuously free falling. And that's really great energy for you to have at this time. With a lot of the stuff that's going on up there, is just keep going, just keep flowing, just keep going with it. Again, another wand. So you got the Six of Wands, and all these wands are awesome cards. Like some of the wands are like conflict driven and like burden and all this stuff. These three wand cards are not like, there's other wand cards too, like I love the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands, but anyways, these three in particular are so supportive of continuing to go, continuing to make strides, continuing to go on. Your action card is the World. You got Fruition card. So something has come to fruition in your life. Something has come into play that really has given you the support of just knowing, like, you know what, I'm making it, or I've made it. And there's been a lot of that energy in my general reading. So I don't know if it's just a good time where things are kind of coming together for people, all the hard work, and again, that astrology that we've seen over the past couple of years building up to 2020 has been a lot of like, if you did that inner work, if you did that shadow work, if you kind of continue to go on your path, you're being rewarded right now. So the action to take is just to be in that moment. I would say just to own that, just to enjoy the fruits of your labor, in the sense of see where you are right now and evaluate that, and know that that's really come in from a lot of hard work and dedication. And yeah, like it's a really positive reading here. The outcome you got is the Sun card. I mean, there's nothing more beautiful than the golden rays of sun, right? So this is very much a vitality and a creation. Again, the creation energy is really strong. So yeah, like the Lover's energy is there in the mind, but Lovers essentially is creativity. So, you know, there's so much energy in the sexual energy that we don't even understand. We think it's all this like taboo stuff. I mean, I'm generalizing, right? Because the people who understand on that deep energetic level know that it is the foundation for creative juices. It is the foundation for everything. So like, you know, even in gaining financial success and worldly success, it does start on a level of sexual energy. So that's really good energy to be having right now, especially coupled with the Sun card and the rod, the Ace of Wands, right? Like that rod in your soul position. So yeah, I don't know, like if there is an opportunity to kind of explore that energy. I know I've talked about it before in my readings, but definitely don't hold back. Like lose those inhibitions, right? Set yourself free, and that's a really great energy to go into. So as we wrap up the month of January, my gosh, did that ever fly? So I don't know, was 2020 gonna fly? Like 2019 was just bam, done. But anyways, the reminder to stay present and to stay grounded and to stay connected, and all the stuff that goes on around us, you know, right now with the virus, you know, it's very scary, but you know, different things that are happening politically can be very scary, but just try to pull it into your energy field and just say, how do I want to proceed here? Like, you know, despite all that, and filtering out some of those energies and allowing yourself to stay grounded instead of getting too worked up about things too in your head. And again, on the flip, how I talked about that air energy, to let yourself be free in your mind to create. Don't limit yourself, just keep very open-minded about things. Again, the Aquarians, they are very open-minded. They're the ones who think differently than everyone, and basically you kind of look at them and say, like, what are they talking about, or where are they going with this thought? I'm not following, because they're so out there, right? And then the Pisces comes right after, and the Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac. So basically that's brought your journey from the Aries fire, baby dragon fire energy, like reactive kind of Aries energy, to the Pisces, which is just like sometimes aloof because it's so beyond all that mundane crap stuff that we have to deal with and our minds make us deal with. Again, keeping balanced in the mind, body, and soul, keeping yourself really in balance with that. So as much as you overthink, give yourself that physical energy too. And maybe it is through, some sexual activity in the bedroom. And I'm just saying that again because I got the Lovers card and the Sun card and the Ace of Wands. But yeah, definitely having some of that feeling of just expressing yourself and freeing yourself and not limiting yourself. That Judgment card in the future, that just shows me a little bit, just be mindful of that. If some sort of judgment comes up, just allow yourself to kind of filter that too and say, where is this coming from? Ask yourself, like, is this something that I judge on myself or I judge on others? And is it something that matters? So, in a lot of energy healers, we have to go through things in our life where people don't get us all the time and people judge me, absolutely, but I've had to learn how to basically just know that I'm true in what I want to do and what I do, and that judgment that they have upon me is nothing more than judgment that they hold on themselves. So I don't let that attach to me anymore. But again, it's an evolution to get to that point. So I would say any judgment, any fear that you think, oh, am I doing something wrong, or just allow yourself the freedom to say, just because someone said it was wrong, it doesn't necessarily mean it's wrong. Or just because someone thinks it's wrong, or someone told me once that, oh, they how could somebody ever do something like that? It doesn't necessarily have to be something that we bring in the future with us, because again, our energies are changing, we are changing, humans are changing, we're evolving, we're ascending. So there's a lot of that energy happening right now, and I think the more you can just go forward and not restrict yourself, but allow yourself to just give yourself the world, trust that the world is yours, then I really do think there's some awesome stuff happening here. So this is a great spread, it's a great reading. I'm glad to do it again, keeping that groundedness and being free and being open to new opportunities, new beginnings, new changes. Just keep moving forward, because you've got that Six of Wands up there, the victory march. Just keep on going. I don't know what more to say other than keep listening to your intuition, keep allowing yourself to be creative in however way comes creativity, art, music, singing, dancing, all those beautiful energies too. They are all part of that creation energy. So just allow yourself and enjoy the rewards that are coming to you. And just that's it. That's awesome. So anyways, thanks for joining me. I'll be posting the monthly reading soon as well for the month of February, and kind of see what kind of energies we get there. But with Valentine's Day coming up, yeah, we got some good love stuff going on, especially with the Lovers in the mind position. So hey, if there's something that's ripe for you in a relationship or a new love, go for it. Why not? You have the cards here to support that. But again, just stay really grounded in you and what you desire in your life. So, all right, have a great night or day wherever you are.